everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Meg, and I hope that you all had a really good Christmas yesterday and having a really good happy holiday. So today I am making over a vintage wardrobe. Now, I had done this piece about a week or two ago and it did sell right away, and it is already in its new home. This piece was very popular. I'm assuming it's the style because everybody loved it. So it includes some painting and also staining the drawers. So check it out and see why this piece was so popular. I think it's the style. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Now let's get started. So I find that when I have done vintage pieces like this, they do get or become very popular on Facebook Marketplace and buy and sell pages. Everybody seems to want this piece, and it's just, I love it. It's just so beautiful. It's beautifully made, and I wanted to keep part of the wood, which is the drawers, and I also kept the top raw wood as well and did some staining. Now, I have done about 4 or 5 vintage wardrobes in the past, and same thing, they've been quite popular. I think it's the style, but I also think it's the age of the piece as well. So first off, I always take the hardware off. Now, I did keep this hardware. It is original to the piece and it matched perfectly. I don't think there was another style of hardware that would actually match this piece. It also had some old wallpaper in the drawers. Those just came out really easily. They weren't even glued down, which was perfect. I sanded the top with 80 grit sanding disc, and they came off quite easy. I think it's because the finish was quite old and just older stain. It just seems to come off super easy with my sander. Now remember to go slowly when you're sanding with your orbital sander because you don't want to get those little rings. I then scuff sanded the entire piece, and as you can see on the top there, I did leave a little bit of the stain in the corners, and that is because I'm going to be using gel stain, and gel stain is very forgiving. It spreads really easily and just has great coverage with previous stain. Sometimes you don't even have to sand down to raw wood. You could just scuff sand and then go over it with the gel stain. I then cleaned the entire piece after scuff sanding with Crud Cutter. Now, as you saw there, I'm just pointing to where I am going to be using the gel stain, which is on the drawers, on the top there where I sanded, and also where the mirror is. And including the mirror, I'm also keeping original. I cleaned all of the drawers again with Crud Cutter and a lint-free cloth, making sure that I've got all of the dirt off. Now, there were a couple of pieces that were peeling with the veneer. On the front there, it was mostly on the legs underneath. So what I did is used my DAP wood filler and just used a glove to paste that on. So the gel stain that I used is called Minwax, and it was a walnut finish. You can get ebony and other wood tones as well. Now you can use a sponge or a lint-free cloth to apply the gel stain. Usually I do use the sponges you saw there at the beginning, but I realized it had dried out from my last application and I didn't clean it. So I used a lint-free cloth. It went on really easy and great coverage and covered the wood exactly how I wanted it to. I did about 2 to 3 coats of the gel stain on the top there. Then I did the drawers. Now the drawers I didn't sand down to raw wood, I scuff sanded and went over with the gel stain, which usually works well, and you can go over previous stain with gel stain. As you can see, they turned out pretty good. But as I was going along and they dried, I took a closer look and I wasn't liking the finish. I think it's because the previous old finish had some stains or some sort of mark that didn't come off earlier, and I wasn't liking it. But I had to wait for it to dry to do anything more to them. So I started on painting. I used mango paint, which is called Ursula, and I used my brush to brush the paint on. I usually do spray, as you have seen in my other videos, but some pieces like this vintage wardrobe I like to brush on the paint. And this is because I didn't want to get spray paint inside where the drawers were missing. This paint, it has great coverage. I really like mango paint, and they have beautiful colors as well. I will put the link in my description so you can check out their website. So there's this that side that's above the wood there, and I wasn't sure if I was going to stain or what I was doing with it, but it didn't look right. So I taped around the edges and started to paint that as well, and that I really ended up liking how it looked, and I'm glad that I painted it. Sometimes you just have to take a step back and look at what you like and how it looks, and it usually all comes together. Okay, so here is what the drawers look like. See that finish? I wasn't liking it. The gel stain is great, but I didn't like it. So I sanded it all off, most of it anyway. But at least I got most of what I wanted off, which was those marks, as you could see. It almost looked like drip marks. But I sanded every single drawer down to the raw finish, as you saw there. I showed a previous clip. And again, go really slow when you're sanding. So after sanding, this is what they look like. So I left a little bit of the stain on, but I got most of those marks and drips off, which is what I wanted. Then I went over it with the gel stain, and I did about 2 coats of this on the drawers. And I'm so happy that I did sand down to the raw wood because they look so much better. I'm so happy about them. So this is what they look like inside the wardrobe. And I still had my mask on, if you're wondering why I had that on, putting hardware on, but I left it on. I put the hardware on, the original hardware. Now the original hardware had nuts at the back of the screws, so just because they're old and that's what they used, and so I just kept those on and just tightened them up. And it was really coming together and looked so beautiful. So now I wanted to wet distress a few of the edges, just very slightly, not a lot though. I just sprayed the cloth, the lint-free cloth, with water and sprayed the edges and then rubbed where I wanted the wood to show through. So now it was time to top coat. Now I know I had just showed putting the hardware on. I guess I mixed up my clips a little bit, my apologies, but I did top coat with the hardware off. So I sprayed the top coat on. Excuse the plant beside me, I was also painting the base of it and I had nowhere else to put it. So I'm using Country Chic Paint Clear Coat, and I will put that in my description as well. And here is what it looks like. So I did clean the inside of the wardrobe. I just wiped it down, that's all. I left the rest raw wood. It turned out really beautiful, and like I said before, it sold right away, and they picked it up and absolutely loved it. And my customer actually is using it as a linen closet, which I thought was a brilliant idea. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. My Amazon wish list is in my description, along with Buy Me a Coffee and all of my affiliate links. Thanks again. Have an amazing day and a really awesome week, and I will see you again next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern.